Hello, this is Mike with Cornerable Software, and in this video series I'm going to show you how to centrally save your application, system, and security event logs to Cornerable Server Manager's log database, how to verify event logs are being properly saved and retained as expected, how to generate audit reports, how to real-time monitor event logs, for example, how to get notified when a user fails to log on to a server 3 times within 5 minutes. Then lastly, for those of you in the classified system space, how to use Cornerable Server Manager to implement NIST and JSIG compliance controls and audit reports. In this video, I'm going to show you how to save your event logs to the log database. Before we get started, there are 3 tutorials which I suggest you watch before you continue. These tutorials can be found on our website by selecting Support, Tutorial Index, then found under the Getting Started section. The tutorials of interest are adding hosts, configuring the log databases, and installing the agent on Windows. Cornerable Server Manager supports 3 different databases which event log entries can be saved to. SQLite, which is the default configuration out of the box, MySQL, which can be downloaded from the MySQL website, and SQL Server. Please note, SQL Server Express has a limitation of 10 gigabytes. If you plan on saving event log entries for an extended period of time, such as 1 year or even 5 years, make sure you are using a licensed version of SQL Server. Next, if you haven't already added hosts to manage, add them now. Once added, the next step is pretty simple. All we need to do is assign an event log consolidation template to the target hosts. If you're not familiar with what a template is a set of instructions that are to be run directly on the managed host with our agent or remotely using remote WMI. Our agent is a far superior solution over remote WMI. First, our agent uses a single port, unlike WMI, which uses multiple reports, one of which is randomly selected. Second, Server Manager transmits event log entries 12 times faster than WMI. Third, remote WMI calls generate noisy logon events in the security event logs. Fourth, if you'd like to limit what is saved to the database, event log consolidation filters can be applied on the server before the entries are transmitted, minimizing CPU load on managed systems as well as network traffic. Our agent provides several other benefits. For more information, see our Installing the Agent on Windows tutorial I mentioned earlier. First, I'm going to show you how to use remote WMI to pull logs from your Windows servers. Then once we've done that, I will show you how to do the same with our agent. To assign an agentless event log consolidation template, you can either create your own template by selecting File, New, expanding Template, expanding Log Management, then selecting Log Consolidation. Or you can use one of our sample templates. Rather than building a template from scratch, I'm going to use one of our sample templates. From the Root Templates node, expand Sample Templates, Log Consolidation, then select Event Log Consolidation Application Security System. Once selected, right-click, then select Template Properties. The General tab enables you to set the template name, specify a description, enable and disable the template, control what happens when the template is running during a system restart, set the schedule or frequency which the logs are downloaded, enable an audit trail, generate audit work items, which enables you to execute a daily or weekly checklist to verify the event log consolidation is running as required by your compliance requirements. Then set the maximum number of days to retain in the history table, which contains information such as downloaded time and results. For more information on these properties, click the Help button to display the in-application General Executable Properties help topic. Before I move on to the next tab, I want to explain the assigned schedule. This schedule evenly distributes execution times over each hour. For example, if you have 60 servers, this schedule will download event logs on one server every minute, then start over each hour. This format enables the software to distribute load over time. The Logs tab enables you to select any managed host, then check the logs you want to manage. The sample template is configured to download the application, security, and system event logs. Use the Microsoft Application Logs tab to select any of the Microsoft application logs. You also have the option to manually specify the log to manage. The Options tab enables you to apply a consolidation filter. Consolidation filters enable you to exclude specific entries from being saved to the database, and we can actually see this in action with this template. From the Log drop-down at the top, when I select the security log, we can see the Exclude No Security Relevance Event filter is applied. When I click on the pencil button, the Filter Properties view displays, and we can see the Success Audit Event IDs 4658, 4799, and 5156 are excluded from being saved to the database. Without going into too much detail, these events are virtually worthless and unnecessarily fill up the security log. Use the initial number of days to download to limit how much data is initially ingested into the database. Use the download in batches of X hours to batch download chunks of the log. Next, you have the option to clear the remote logs after each download. However, if you're also saving the raw EVTX files, I suggest you use your assigned event log backup template to clear the logs daily instead of this template, which would clear them hourly. For more information, see our Auditing Standalone Air-Gapped Machines for JSIG and NIST Compliance video tutorial. Lastly on this tab is the Log Entry Retention Policy. This policy is a template of its own, which is automatically attached to any host that is assigned to this event log consolidation template. When I click on the pencil button, the template's properties view displays. Again, we see the schedule, which in this case is set to daily. This template archives and removes old entries from the database on a daily basis, so running this template more than once per day will have no effect the second time it's run. Selecting the Options tab reveals the Log Entry Retention Policy filter, which enables you to target specific entries to remove. For more information on this feature, see the Centralized Syslog Management Part 2 Consolidation video tutorial. The Log Entry Retention Policy Control Group enables you to either remove entries from the primary log database or archive entries to the archive database for X number of days. When archiving, you have the option to remove entries from the archive database after another X number of days. This particular configuration saves entries for a total of 150 days, 30 days in the primary database and 120 days in the archive database for a total of 150 days. The Log Entry Retention Policy dropdown enables you to apply multiple policies. For example, to delete informational entries after 50 days, then archive all entries older than 30 days. Use this feature in conjunction with the Log Entry Retention Policy template's Log Entry Retention filter. Again, for more information on this feature, see the Centralized Syslog Management Part 2 Consolidation video tutorial. The Columns tab enables you to apply regular expressions to extract specific attribute value pairs out of any log. This template applies two rules to the security event logs to extract the subject and target names into their own table columns. The target account name definition even applies a database index to the table so you can quickly query for specific users when auditing large security event logs. I will show you more on this feature and how you can use Server Manager to automatically create regular expressions to extract any value from any security log entry in the next tutorial in this series. The Monitor tab enables you to monitor log entries as they are being saved. I find it's easier to manage monitors in their own event log monitor templates. However, you can apply monitoring rules to this template if you prefer. I will show you more on this in part 3 of this video series. The Agent Template tab enables you to flag the template to run on the agent or through Remote WMI. If enabled, the agent is used. The Actions tab enables you to assign actions such as being notified when an event log consolidation execution fails. Lastly, we need to assign this template to a host or group of hosts. I always suggest hosts be added to groups, then templates assigned to a group. When assigned to a group, any new machine that is assigned to the group is automatically configured with the templates that are assigned to the group. Use the Host drop-down to assign the template to each host, or use the Host Group drop-down to assign the target host group. Once assigned, click Save. Once saved, click the View Summary button. The template summary is displayed. Use this view to quickly validate execution of the template on each managed host. To see this template in action without waiting for the schedule, right-click on the target host, then select Execute Verbose. The Monitor Status view displays and results output to both the History tab found at the bottom of the screen and more detailed information in the verbose output. Once complete, we can see the high-level information via the Data Properties tab. The consolidated log can be opened many different ways. From this screen, you can click the View Log button. You can also find the log under each host. Simply expand the event log consolidation template found under each assigned host, then right-click on the target log and select View. Another way is to select Tools, then Merge from the menu bar. Then yet another way is to find the log under the data provider. From the Select Viewer Options dialog, use the level filters to target specific levels. Use the Filter drop-down to apply a filter. Use the paging controls to page log entries by day or select by count. I find displaying thousands of entries per day to be much faster than selecting a count. However, if the log is just too large, the option to select the number of entries is available. You also have the option to target a specific date. Then you can auto-advance to the first page that contains your viewer options. Lastly, use the keyboard auto-advance option to automatically move to the next page when navigating with the number pad. If we're viewing a security log, once displayed, we can see the two columns which are configured in the sample template. Account name and target account name. Use the column headers to group entries by the column values. For example, to group by the target account name, drag and drop the column header to the space just above labeled Drag the column header to group the rows by the column. Okay, lastly, let's switch this up to use the agent. First, I'm going to unassign this template from the host group. Then next, I'm going to delete the previously downloaded logs from the database via the Data Providers node. Then I'm going to assign the sample event log consolidation to my target host group. The template is called Event Log Consolidation Application Security System Agent. The template has the same configuration as the previous template, except once opened, we can see the agent option is enabled. To get notified when a managed host does not connect within a specific time range, enable the trigger option, then specify the date and time range which you expect the server to connect within. Lastly, assign a notification action to the on-host not connection dropdown, like so. Next, we need to assign this template to the host group. Once assigned to the host group, we can again use the template summary report to manually trigger the execution. If the host is configured to remain connected as this host is, the template is immediately executed. Otherwise, it is executed the next time the host connects. Once complete, we can use the monitor status view to verify the log entries were downloaded and the viewer to verify the entries were saved as expected. That's part 1 of event log management. Please see our next tutorial to see how to generate and assign audit reports such as successful logons and weekly event log consolidation status.